Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. I am so incredibly thrilled you're joining me today because, well, we're tackling a topic that can literally alter the entire trajectory of your life. We're breaking down the 7 pillars of lasting wealth construction. And right out of the gate, I want to completely bust a massive myth. Building lasting wealth, it is not just about landing some huge salary. It's definitely not about winning the lottery or getting incredibly lucky, and honestly, it's not even about just working harder than everyone else. Wealth is built on a completely learnable mindset. It's a distinct set of habits that anyone, and I mean anyone, can adopt. So today, we're going to map them all out for you.
But first, I want to pose a question directly to you. Have you ever wondered why some people stay broke their entire lives, while others just quietly become millionaires? You probably know people in both camps. They might even have similar backgrounds or started in the exact same place. The real difference, the absolute core separator between them, lies entirely in how these two groups think about money. It's this deep divergence in mindset that dictates literally every single financial decision they make.
So in this explainer, we're going to contrast the everyday money habits that keep people trapped with the exact mindset the wealthy use to build lasting riches. And I really encourage you to stick with me through all of these, because wait until we get to habit number 7. Habit 7 completely shifts the entire paradigm of wealth building. It's the absolute game changer that ties this whole shebang together. Okay, let's dive right in with pillar 1, escaping the income trap. We need to take a really close look at how people approach their daily income, because this is where the initial fork in the road happens. Most people spend their entire lives just chasing money. You know the drill. It's a grueling cycle. You wake up early, you commute, you work, you come home exhausted, and then you repeat that exact same cycle for 40 years. That is the poor mindset, working for money. Rich people, however, do something fundamentally different. Instead of relying only on a salary, their mindset is totally geared toward making their money work for them. They view money as a tool. It's like a little employee whose only job is to go out and recruit more money.
So how exactly do they do that? Well, instead of depending on a paycheck, wealthy people acquire assets. An asset is simply something that puts money back into your pocket. Think businesses, investments, stocks, rental properties, or even digital products. This is what the wealthy buy first. People with a poor mindset tend to buy liabilities, things that constantly pull money out of their pockets, like the latest smartphone, fancy clothes, or a car they really can't afford. The wealthy buy income-producing assets first, and then they let those assets pay for the luxury items later.
And that leads us directly into a super dangerous trap. This is what keeps so many people broke: lifestyle inflation. It usually goes like this. Step 1, you get a salary increase. Awesome, right? But then, step 2, you immediately increase your expenses. You get a better phone, maybe a nicer apartment, a higher car payment. And step 3, the inevitable result is you stay completely broke. No matter how much you earn, the money just slips right through your fingers. Rich people actively avoid this. Even after they start earning way more, many millionaires consciously choose to just live below their means.
Because it all boils down to this absolutely crucial point. Wealth isn't about showing money, it's about keeping money. True wealth is actually pretty quiet. The person dripping in designer brands is rarely the wealthiest person in the room. Often, the quietest person, the one who is just diligently investing every single month without showing off, is the actual millionaire.
All right, moving on to pillar 2, pay yourself first. Let's look at the exact order in which money is managed the very second it hits your bank account. The standard formula most of us are taught is to spend our money first. We pay everyone else, the landlord, the credit card company, the restaurants, and then we try to save whatever is left over. And let's be real, usually there's absolutely nothing left over. The wealthy totally reverse this formula. They save and invest first. They literally pay their future selves before anyone else, and then they live off what remains. This is why utilizing automatic investing is just so incredibly powerful. It guarantees the wealth building happens before human temptation can even step in.
Let's make this super concrete. Think about the habit of automatically investing just $500 a month. Now, that might seem like a small amount to some, or maybe a bit of a stretch for others, but it is a consistent, achievable target. If you automatically invest just $500 every single month, predictably without fail.
The result? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Seriously, if you do that for 20 years, capturing average market returns, you'll experience a massive financial leap. It is not magic, guys. It's just the mathematical certainty of compound interest. That is the unbelievable power of consistency when you actually pay yourself first.
Which brings us to pillar 3, mastering financial risk.
As your wealth starts to grow, your mindset really has to evolve along with it. Think about what we're taught growing up. Schools are great for passing exams, sure, but they almost never teach vital life skills. We're talking taxes, investing, credit, business, financial freedom. These are glaring gaps. Wealthy people recognize this, and they take it upon themselves to read, study investments, and really understand how businesses work. Getting a financial education completely transforms how you perceive danger and risk, because once you understand money, you stop being controlled by it. Literally, just one good, educated investment decision can change your future forever.
Because they lack this education, most people operate from a place of constant fear. We're told, play it safe, don't fail, don't take risks. But the wealthy understand something fundamentally different. They know they have to take calculated risks. Now, I want to be clear, this does not mean blindly gambling your savings away. It means making educated, calculated moves, starting a business, learning a new high-value skill, investing for the future. Every single successful person out there has failed many, many times before hitting it big.
Because ultimately, wealthy people internalize this one fundamental truth. The biggest risk of all is doing absolutely nothing. Fear just keeps people completely stuck in place. True financial growth, and honestly true personal growth too, only begins the moment your comfort zone ends. You've got to be willing to step out and take that leap.
Okay, Pillar 4, time, the ultimate asset.
As we build up to those final habits, we really need to shift our focus completely away from money itself. The poor mindset dictates trading all your available time for cash. It's a direct one-to-one exchange. But the rich mindset, it deeply, deeply values freedom. They realize a profound truth. Money can always be earned back. If you lose $1,000, you can go make another 1,000. But time never returns. An hour spent is an hour gone forever. And this is exactly why wealthy people obsess over passive income and building systems.
Their ultimate goal is incredibly simple: create once and earn repeatedly. Wealthy people, creators, investors, business owners, they utilize automation and smart systems to earn income even while they are fast asleep. They totally divorce their earning potential from the limited hours in a day. It's like they build a machine that just works for them around the clock. And that brings us perfectly to our final habit. Habit 7, the one I promise changes everything. Most people are out there looking for quick money. They want the shortcut, the overnight success, the rapid payoff. But the rich mindset, it thinks in decades. This is a massive shift, going from a short-term panic scramble to a long-term, multi-decade vision of wealth construction. They inherently understand that real wealth is built slowly and very deliberately.
Think of it like this: a tree does not grow overnight, and neither does financial freedom. Honestly, investing consistently for years can seem incredibly boring to some people. It's not flashy at all, but boring is often exactly what makes people rich. Those daily habits, the smart, steady decisions, and that long-term thinking, that is the actual soil where financial freedom takes root and grows.
And this leads us to perhaps the most important realization of all. Patience is literally one of the highest paid skills in the world. It is the ultimate separator between the rich and the poor. Having the emotional discipline to just let your investments compound, to let your business grow, and to stick to your strategy when everyone else is panicking or chasing the next big trend, that patience is what pays out in millions.
Becoming rich isn't magic. You don't need to start with millions. You just need to start. So I want to turn this around directly to you right now. Take a hard look at your own habits. Are you buying liabilities, or are you actually building assets? When money hits your account, is it going straight toward things that drain your wealth, or are you buying things that will eventually put money back into your pocket?
And finally, are you just working for your money, or are you actively making your money work for you? The sooner you get that financial education, the sooner your money can start working tirelessly on your behalf. So take these 7 pillars, shift your mindset, and start building your financial freedom today. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. It's been great having you, and I can't wait to explore more fascinating topics with you next time.